Hello and welcome to Urban Green, where we spotlight South Sun environmental efforts and showcase different ways to get involved in sustainable living practices. I'm your host, Stacey Ellifrit, and today we're coming to you from the Environmental Learning Center, located in Point Defiance Park. This springtime edition of Urban Green is starting off with an urban learning segment, where we talk about the issues surrounding contamination and recycling.
You may have heard about it in the news. When a major consumer of American recyclables announced new import policies consisting of stricter quality standards and requirements, particularly on paper, plastics, and scrap metal.
Much of the recycling that we collect and bale is shipped overseas, and a large portion of that goes to China. In 2017, China informed the World Trade Organization that they are going to be placing much stricter standards and quality requirements on recycling. So what that is now referred to is the China National Sword. That's the name for this new policy.
Aimed at reducing contamination in the recycling that's received, these new standards are shifting current measures around contamination.
It's always been possible to have a little bit of contamination that was acceptable, but with the new standards, our goal is zero contamination and quality over quantity. So what that means for the everyday person is clean recyclables. And if they have something in them, like a soup can, give it a rinse before you put it in your recycling. And another common thing that happens is a lot of people receive packages. Inside the box, there might be something else that's not cardboard. Please take it out, remove it. This is not recyclable. This is.
As things become more certain around these policies, it may lead to new standards that result in changes to local recycling programs throughout the country. But what does this mean for Tacoma now?
Right now, things are pretty much staying the same. We're keeping an eye on things, and it's possible in the future things are going to be affected. And when that happens, if it happens, we'll definitely be reaching out to all our customers to let them know. But it's also a good idea, if you are a customer, to take a look at our website, tacomarecycles.org. Check it occasionally to make sure that you're following the list. Follow the instructions there. That will help so much with reducing contamination. And the threshold now is very low. So whereas before a little bit was acceptable, very little is acceptable now. And it's going to take all of us doing our part.
Remember to always aim for clean, empty, and dry recycling. There are also other things that residents can do to help reach other important recycling goals.
The ultimate goal, of course, is to keep it out of the landfill. Try to be a smart consumer. Know what it is that is recyclable before you buy that product.
Recycling works when done right. You can review what Tacoma accepts and put only those materials, clean and dry, in the recycle bin. Continue to keep recyclables out of the garbage and garbage out of the recyclables.
It's important to keep a clean stream. That lowers our cost, and at the end of the day, it helps with the recycling process.
To find out more about what items are accepted both curbside and at the recycle center, visit the city site. Up next, the Urban Tabletop segment will take us to Marlene's Market in Delhi, where they're making a versatile frittata out of fresh local ingredients.
My name is Elizabeth Ashbrook, and I am the Education Coordinator here at Marlene's Market in Delhi. We will start with sauteing the vegetables. This is a mix of onions, peppers, and zucchini. Zucchini and peppers are both very high in vitamin C and potassium. And onions are a really good immune booster. A lot of vegetables, the nutritional value is increased actually when put on heat. Carrots is actually one of those. The beta carotene in carrots is increased when there is heat. While these are sizzling and sauteing, I will talk about the importance of food prep. Any kind of cut vegetables that you don't need for a recipe, it's really great to save and add in another dish or a soup. Okay, so while this is doing its last little simmer and saute, we're going to cheese the pan here. So I have already greased the pan. You can use olive oil, coconut, whatever oil that you have around the house. Cheddar cheese provides a good amount of calcium, vitamins and minerals, but it also creates a good little base layer for the eggs and veggies in the frittata to hold together. And cheese is delicious. All right, so this is finishing up here. And what we're going to do, we're going to pour this back into the bowl and mix in some other ingredients. We're now going to whisk the eggs. And we're going to pour the milk in. I got my little whisk here. Pour the milk in with the eggs. And we're going to throw in the spices as well. So spices can provide a lot of nutritional value. Turmeric is one of my favorites for anti-inflammatory. Ginger is another really good one for anti-inflammatory. And today we're going to be using oregano, which is also a really great immune booster. And we're also throwing in some good old salt and pepper. Eggs provide a really good source of protein and fat. One egg provides 75 calories, 7 grams of protein, and also 5 grams of fat. So eggs are a really cost-effective way to get really good nutrition. And we're also going to pour in the corn as well in with the veggies. If you like superfoods, broccoli is another really good item to throw in here. So now we're going to pour in the egg mixture here into the bowl. Make sure everything is perfectly mixed. Egg whites provide a good source of selenium, vitamin D, B6, B12, zinc, iron, and copper. What I love about this dish is that you can use it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snack. And you can use just about anything in the kitchen. And we'll just pour the rest of the contents in there. Make sure everything is even. And we'll be putting this in the oven for 350 for 60 minutes. And the finished product will look something like this. This is the Free Up Your Time frittata, also served in our deli as the Harvest frittata. My name is Elizabeth Ashbrook, the Education Coordinator here at Marlene's Market and Deli. Thank you for watching.
To find out more about Marlene's Market and Deli and to check out their listing of upcoming classes, visit their website. After the break, we'll come back here to the Environmental Learning Center. But first, the Urban Quick Tip will illustrate a natural and minty scented ant repellent. Welcome back. Today, we're here at the Environmental Learning Center, and now we're going to go and explore all that this functional new space has to offer. Imagine going to high school in a forested setting and observing the subjects you're learning about firsthand. For Science and Math Institute, or SAMI students, this is a reality thanks to an innovative collaboration.
We are so thrilled with the partnership Metro Parks has with Tacoma Public Schools, particularly relating to the SAMI campus here at Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium. This program just so completely syncs with the mission of what we try to do, really connecting people to nature and inspiring them to take action to be better stewards of nature. And that's what we've achieved here with this program.
Arms over your buddy. Keep the line straight. 1, go!
In 2009, this partnership started to develop curriculum and provide classroom instruction.
Diameter is ×2 the radius.
Students started using facilities located around Point Defiance Park, which led to the need for more space and then ultimately to the creation of a resourceful new learning center.
This building, the Environmental Learning Center, has tremendous benefits for the students as a learning space and also for the community. And so the benefits are that the students in most place-based educational models get to be where the community assets are located. So in the case of Tacoma School of the Arts, it's situated near the museums. In our case, it's situated next to a multi-million-dollar asset of the zoo, and also in the Point Defiance Park.
Design was focused on keeping the space flexible. Students use the center on weekdays, and the rest of the time it becomes a shared space with zoo staff and other members of the community.
The space is amazing. It's a beautiful building. It is designed to be used, and it's designed to be used by not only the students and staff of SAMI, but also the community here in the park and TPS, Metro Parks. It's really a joint use space. So the way things are designed, we've got garage doors so there's easy access to the classrooms. There's whiteboard surfaces as tables and also on the walls, closets that can be shut so that staff can access resources, and then the public can come in on the weekends.
The educational opportunities go outside the center as students use this natural setting as a learning tool.
As a student at SAMI, the ELC has provided a lot of really amazing resources. It's really cool to be able to go outside and see all these things, see all the nature around us, and then come back inside and study them and see how all of our lessons connect directly to what's around us.
The location of the school also provides a special opportunity for students to work directly with professionals in the field.
So being able to work with the zoo staff and then park rangers and other people that work around here is a really cool, unique thing. For example, one Spanish class, they're studying animals and like names and stuff like that, or biology, and then we'll head to the zoo and look at how zoos work with the animals and how that connects to the way like biology of the animal works and how they're feeding them and living in Spanish, being able to learn the names and giving tours in Spanish at the zoo.
SAMI's mission and values are connected with the lessons and how classes are structured.
So we have 5 pillars. We have community, empathy, thinking, balance, and adventure. So you can see how adventure ties in with the environment and going out and walking, giving tours to people, having microterms where we do trail work and volunteer work for the park. And then community, we have a lot of clubs that get to lead things at SAMI. That's also a connection to empathy. And the balance was with the building and the resources we have outside, being able to leave the classroom and really see what we're doing outside.
Teachers work in collaboration with students to have the best learning opportunities, and this building is a great example of tearing down those classroom walls.
I think one thing that we really love about this building and the partnership that Metro Parks has with the school district is bringing the element of nature into the classroom. So the school is so great because not only is it situated just adjacent to this amazing natural space, the building itself feels really natural, and it's so conducive to the types of learning that we're engaging students in. We teach them about conservation here and really try to connect them to the outdoor world, both in the classroom as well as outside.
The next time you visit Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium, take a walk past this community asset that serves as a home base for SAMI students and zoo staff. Coming up next is the Urban How-To. This do-it-yourself segment gives tips on sprucing up your sprinklers for spring and summer.
Natalie Jones from Tacoma Water, and welcome to this EnviroHouse How-To. Today I want to talk to you about sprinkler spruce-ups that you want to do at the beginning of the season before you turn your sprinklers on. There are 4 steps to a sprinkler spruce-up: inspect, direct, connect, and select. Direct. Direct looks at the way that your sprinklers are spraying. You don't want to be watering the sidewalk, so direct the spray of your sprinkler so that it's hitting just the things that you want. Inspect. Inspect all of your sprinkler heads and connections so that you make sure you don't have any leaks or breaks or broken heads. Connect also gets to this. When you look at all of your connections in your system, you want to make sure that everything is working and connected properly so you're not losing water at the connections. And select. When you're looking at your irrigation controllers, if you have a large system, think about selecting WaterSense irrigation controller. WaterSense is an EPA label that designates water-conserving systems and fixtures. WaterSense approved and certified labels will work just as well as ordinary products, but conserve water. Thanks for watching this EnviroHouse How-To video.
These how-tos were created in partnership with the EnviroHouse Free Workshop Series, designed to support healthy, sustainable homes and gardens. For a full listing of workshops or to visit the EnviroHouse, check out the city site. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Urban Green. I'm Stacey Ellifrit, leaving you with more ways to engage in sustainable practices that are right for your lifestyle.